Hello everyone. Tonight we're going to be working on a user's Frederick. I'm not going to use his last name if he doesn't wish it to be shared. But the Jund Promised End deck, his version is a little more all-in combo-esque version. He's got a lot of more dual card types. His metagame, he said in the email, is largely collected company based, so I think a lot of the card choices kind of reflect that. He's going a little more turbo with Faithless looting and Grimflayer here to help fill their graveyard up that much more quickly. I don't want to dismiss Faithless looting, especially because this card is seeing play in the Mardu Pyromancer deck. 3 copies of Traverse, 3 copies of Tarfire, 3 copies of Inquisition, Bitter Blossom, Brain Maggot. Now there's a card from Standard Past. It's basically similarly templated to either Tide Hollow Sculler or Stupid Pirate that sees play in the Humans decks. I'm drawing a blank at the moment. But it's not exactly, this is one of those, whenever it comes into play, and then it's exiled, card returns to their hand once the creature dies. So there are some cases where you just get to look at their hand if they kill Brain Maggot in response. Collective Brutality, nameless inversion, can be both a removal spell for smaller creatures and a pump spell for some of your bigger guys in certain situations. Tarmogoyf, because Tarmogoyfs have big butts in deck like that. Abrupt Decay, pretty good solid overall removal spell. Grimflayer obviously helps set up the deck. Liliana the Last Hope helps flip over cards, also helps deal with smaller creatures. Liliana the Veil, know how good that card is. Whip of Erebos, awesome card from Standard Past, doesn't see enough play in Modern in my opinion. It is a bit of a do-nothing card, but with cards like Tarmogoyf and Grimflayer in your deck, you can gain a good bit of life. It also has 2 creature card types, with being an enchantment and an artifact. Walking Ballista. This card needs no introduction. It sees a lot of play in Eldrazi Tron, also in Counter's Company as the finisher. This deck is a little low on the mana sources, but it is 2 creature types. So, and finally, Emrakul, Big Mama herself. So 13 for 13 comes into play. Basically, you gain control of your opponent's next turn, then they get a turn to follow that up. Her big reason you're playing all these various card types is to reduce her cost in the graveyard. This version is set up to try to take advantage of all the multiple card types and play Emrakul on turn 4 or 5, ideally. Sideboard following a lot of the same strategies. Got a lot of multiple card types. Bitter Blossom for the grindier matchups, also an enchantment, tribal enchantment. Collective Brutality for things like Burn, where you need more discard. Warren's Weirding is a kind of a weird one. This is like your go-to edict effect. It has tribal and sorcery, so it's 2 card types. So it's a decent edict effect. Scavenging Ooze. Matchups where you're eating the graveyard, a lot of creatures dying, etc. The 4th, Abrupt Decay. I think this might be a little heavy on the Abrupt Decays, but I understand wanting to have a multi-purpose answer. Golgari Charms can clean up small creatures, also can blow up enchantments, can also regenerate your creatures against Wrath. Phyrexian Revoker is basically a Pithing Needle for this deck. You get a creature and an artifact in the graveyard. Kolaghan's Command, one of the best grindy cards in Modern. Maelstrom Pulse destroys non-land permanents. Huntmaster of the Fells is and Olivia are both pretty good cards in grindy matchups or against creatures. And then another Emrakul, the Promised End, in matchups where you want to go more combo. So, Frederick said he's hit a bit of a brick wall with this version of the deck. We're going to try to help him out a little bit. One thing before playing the deck, and this is just my highly unprofessional Magic the Gathering opinion, I like where he's trying to get Emrakul to be as cheap as possible, but I think there is too heavy a commitment to killing and dealing with small creatures, which obviously might be reflective of the collected company problem in the meta. I would say you probably want, depending on the card type situation or the card situation, you probably want, I don't know, we'll play the games, but I have a feeling you want a better creature beatdown plan, like something like Tireless Trackers or more Goyfs if that's an option, and slightly better like all-around removal. Tarfire, Nameless Inversion, and Abrupt Decay are all pretty good against small creatures, but you're missing things like Fatal Push and Terminate and even Dismember for slightly bigger creatures, so I could see that being a problem. Beyond that, I like the idea of getting Emrakul out as quickly as possible, so we will get into some games here in a second. Jundrakul. Alright, sorry about that. So I'm trying to think, like, alright, against Lev's 223. Wish our opponent good luck. Alright, so we don't have a fast Emrakul hand, but this hand has a little bit of disruption, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm not sure if this is technically a keep in this deck or not, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, Forest into... oh dear, Ponza. Probably not a good matchup. Alright, a Flayer's Grim. Pass the turn. See if our opponent wants to do something like Blood Moon us here. Yeah, it looks like a Blood Moon incoming. Okay, Arbor Elf, sure. So, really want to get a green source here, but the problem is if I do that, we might be vulnerable to a Blood Moon here. But I still think I have to get the... and then play this out. Nameless Inversion, you're idiot. Probably like, what the heck is that card? And Destruction spell. Now Piankir and Nalar. Card is fine-ish. So... So the problem I have here, I guess I play out... Am I just supposed to play Piankir in here? Or Liliana? I guess we'll just run out Liliana. Kill one of the Thopters. Maybe next turn we can hit a... maybe next turn we can hit a 4th land and expand our deployment of spells here. Yep. Alright, Traverse lets us hit a 4th land. Not exactly how we want to do it, but go get a forest here. Play out the forest. Actually, yeah, I think we want to kill the Thopter here if they want to use... Alright. Some reason decided Liliana didn't want to use her ability. Alright, so we're going to play out Grim Flare here, pass the turn. Right now this Thopter should be dead one way or the other. It's debatable whether this Liliana should still be in play though, so... Bit of a misplay, misclick on Magic Online. Gotta love it. Alright, sure. Red, red. Probably attack with a Thopter and a Liliana, sure. Alright. We've got a MTGO. We'll probably sack this to finish off Liliana, right? It's gotta be the play. Redirect to Liliana. That's fine, she served her purpose. It's possible I should have played Brain Maggot here pre-combat. Alright, so we see 3 lands. Do I want any of these? No. Alright, so... let's go ahead and play out Brain Maggot here first. Inferno Titan, Bonfire. Jeez. Opponent's got 6 mana. So I guess we take a Bonfire of the Damned, play out a Tarmogoyf, so opponent gets to go Inferno Titan. This is going to be rough. It's a gorgeous Inferno Titan, though. Alright, yep. Another Brain Maggot. Gonna attack with this. Sure. So I get to go Nameless Inversion, your dork. Trample over. Whip of Erebos. Don't think I'm in the market for Abrupt Decay. Don't think I'm in the market for Liliana. Discard on top. And then play out a Brain Maggot. Okay, take your Inferno Titan. Want a Bonfire, I'm okay with this. Okay, is this a Bonfire or something else? Yeah, it looks like a Bonfire for like 3 or 4. Alright, so they get their stupid thing back. Play out another one of these puppies. Obstinate Baloth I don't really care about, so Inferno Titan's coming. Pass. Opponent concedes. Alright, we're playing against Ponza. So... Good chance I want this Maelstrom Pulse. Probably want the 4th Abrupt Decay. Maybe I want a Golgari Charm or 2. Probably boarding Emrakul out. Probably boarding Walking Ballista out. Getting Olivia Valdarin in here. Alright, so Bitter Blossom, Collective. This is not a Bitter Blossom matchup. Some consideration for Phyrexian Revoker, but that's just kinda... I don't need all these small kill spells. Probably get a Nameless Inversion out. Alright, well, beyond that, I mean, I'm bringing in the Golgari Charms to answer things like Blood Moon and Utopia Sprawls. Maelstrom Pulse is coming in because it's a catch-all answer, plus it also, yeah. This card slows them down, but is that enough here? I think so. Okay, opponent does that. Alright, so go ahead. Shark this in, Inquisition them. Bolt, Blood Moon, Acid Moss. How much do I even care about Bolt? I don't think I care about Bolt that much. Blood Moon, on the other hand, could be a problem. They kept a very slow hand, but we don't really have an active way to punish them. Alright, Faithless Looting. I think I'm in the market to cast a Faithless Looting. See what we get here. Golgari Charm and Liliana of the Veil. Can probably put this Walking Ballista away. And... okay, so that's 3 card types. We want to get an instant into the graveyard. Guess we'll hold on to... play Traverse. Yes, I know we can turn on everything, but I think I'm interested in going and getting a Swamp here. Play around things to the best of my ability. Sure, Relic of Progenitus is in the house, which is annoying, but it's also kind of fine. Liliana of the Veil. We plus just get rid of this mountain here. Yeah, get rid of the Tarfire. Relic is definitely a problem. Maybe that was a reason to hold on to Abrupt Decay. Okay, sure. So, hoping to rip a... land here, maybe? Or they already had land rolled up. Now, Chandra gets to kill... yep. Chandra gets to kill Liliana here. Alright, Nameless Inversion. Not a whole lot going on here. Faithless Looting. That and Overgrown Tomb. Tarfire and pass. I think we're in a rough spot this game. Acid Moss, sure. Opponent gets to ramp a little bit. Exiles a card. Tireless Tracker. Alright, well, at least we get to Inquisition and see what their last card is. Huntmaster of the Fields. Huntmaster of the Feels bad. And then... Dooba-dooba-doo. Alright, so opponent... Alright, so they get an Arbor Elf, they just choose to damage us, which is fine. And then Chandra Ultimate here. Oh. Go ahead, cast that at the face, keep Chandra from ultimating. Olivia Voldurin, if we had another land, this would be fine. Pretty sure we're just dead here. Yep, going to the next game. Alright, so our opponent obviously brought in bolts. They have Blood Moons, which we figured. Is there anything that changes the configuration here? I guess seeing Chandra, we have a little bit more reason to bring in a Revoker. Golgari Charm may not be quite as good. Abrupt Decay is fine, since we saw... Relic and Huntmaster. But is there any reason... Warren's Weirding? Is that a card I'm interested in over something like Nameless Inversion? And then maybe this for another an Emrakul back in the deck. Have a chance to combo them. I don't know, I just feel like we have a lot of different options with this deck, but I feel like... Alright. We're missing a green source. But other than that, I think I'm interested in keeping this hand. Blood Crypt, Shock In, Inquisition, Stone Rain, Relic, Arbor Elf. Oh my. Alright, so... all of these cards are problems. Which one? Arbor Elf, Kitchen... Finks I don't care about. So it's between Relic, Arbor Elf, and Stone Rain. I think I take Relic and hope to either hit another discard spell or a Tarfire for their Arbor Elf. Oh, they kept a one-lander. Alright. So I guess I should have taken the Arbor Elf here. Abrupt Decay. Suitably punished. So I have to keep the Inquisition here. Am I bidding Liliana and a Flare? Alright, so I have to Inquisition here. Taking their stupid Stone Rain. Lightning Bolt I don't particularly care about right now. Next turn I'm going to have to flash back looting. Here comes Sphinx, I'm presuming. Tarmogoyf. Which I can't cast any of these cards, so... Get rid of Mountain and... Guess Abrupt Decay for now. Pass. Of course. What, they're not playing Maeloth here? That's bizarre. Very bizarre here. I have to shock myself here, which really sucks. Playing out my Lurgoyf. Go ahead. Some Mavani Acid Moss. Yep, Chandra. Relic that you can't cast, sure. Phyrexian Revoker is not a bad draw at all. So our opponent is stubbornly holding on to... Oh, they have Lightning Bolt. That makes things a little more difficult. Chandra Torch of Defiance. Play out this card. Which means they're gonna get to play out stupid Inferno Titan if they want this turn. Alright, so we're taking, what, 3 here? Which means you're probably chump blocking with things here. Play out another... Alright. Green, that. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, here comes Inferno Titan. Which will put us to 3, and we go to 1, and then they have a... Birds puts us to 1. You just draw a Maelstrom Pulse here. Brain Maggot. Alright. GG, well played, opponent. GG, well played. Play one more match. Jund Rakul. Yes. Okay, that's pretty clearly a mulligan. I guess we keep and hope to hit a land on this guy here. Nope. It's possible I should have gone to 5 there. Just because we are so light on lands. Especially since that Emrakul is already basically a mulligan. Okay. That message is loud and clear. Alright, so... Actually, am I just supposed to... I think we go ahead and faithlessly loot here. Emrakul and nameless inversion here. Immediately up to 4 card types. Opponent's probably wondering what the heck is going on over here. Burn, burn, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Here comes Eidolon, here comes Eidolon. Nope, just burn spells to the face. Green land, please. Come on, you know you want to play Eidolon, friend. Oh, another Faithless looting. Well, escalates. Boom, boom. Starting a Faithless looting. I'm gonna get skill cracked here. Yep, here comes the skill crack. Yep, maybe Lightning Helix or Boros Charm. Alright, opponent does not actually have the skull crack this time. Alright, Searing Blaze, Lightning Helix. Do 3, 5, 9. Opponent has the land. So we probably want to take... Problem is, so many of my cards I care about Searing Blaze, and some I don't. So... I think the best cards here are either Helix or one of the 1-mana spells. So I guess I'm going to go with Helix, because it could potentially tag another creature. So our opponent's left with this in hand. Searing Blaze is currently a dead draw. We have an answer to their first creature. Alright, he's going to shack that in. Alright, Goblin God will tell us a little bit of info here. Alright, so we'll be able to get a forest next turn. Guess you just go... what? Lava Spike Pass. Drop us to 10. Sure. Liliana of the Veil. I'm gonna go get one of them there basic forests, I think. So, basic forest traverse. What am I grabbing with traverse here? That's the question. Walking ballista, no. You could grab Brain Maggot, but Brain Maggot doesn't do anything here. So it's either Goyf or Flare. I'm thinking I'll get Grim here. And then pass the turn, because we're a little bit stuck on things. We're going to need to get a little bit lucky to win this one. Alright, so we know our opponent has Searing Blaze and Bolt. Another GG, that's a problem. Ding ding, triggers. Alright, gonna give us some free lands. Other card revealed is a Brain Maggot. So we're going to 7 here. So I have to play out what, Liliana, go to 4. There's a lot of draws here that just absolutely wreck us, but get rid of your Goblin Guide. You're gonna bolt us in response? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So do I get... I hate going to 6 here, but I almost have to. Faithless Loot. So I just want to get rid of that Brain Maggot. Get rid of those 2. Pass. No, our opponent has Searing Blaze in hand. We are in, obviously, a lot of trouble. That is poorly played, opponent, especially when you know we've got a Grim Flare in hand. Ding, Frazer, done. Alright, get to take your Searing Blaze here. I don't think we're going to win this game, but our opponent has given us the opportunity to do so at least. Liliana of the Veil. Our last hope. That's an interesting one. Hit with Grim Flare here. Inquisition. Bloodstained Mire. Okay. Leave this card on top. Did I put that in the... No, it stayed on top. Alright. So I can play out Liliana here. Down tick to guarantee we hit the Grim Flayer. Unfortunately, we can't play it this turn, so actually, how many card types do I have in graveyard? Not quite enough. See if we get hit by something in end step. Alright. Skill crack. Sure. I mean, if you hit another one, we're pretty well dead here. Ooh, we got a piece of candy. Opponent's going, what the hell is going on? Ping, ping. Opponent just concede? I think that's the opponent conceding. Oh, that is awesome. That was freaking awesome. Frederick, I don't care what happens with the rest of your deck. That game was flippin' sweet. Whip of the Erebos rules. Alright. That being said, these brain maggots can be, well, Bitter Blossom. I'd like to get some of these brain maggots out of my deck. I want this Huntmaster. I want Collective Brutality. The question becomes, okay, I want Scavenging Ooze. How many removal spells is too many? Doop 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 doop. Alright, so Bitter Blossoms, no. Worn Weirdings, no. Abrupt Decays, Phyrexian Revoker, Maelstrom Pulse, Olivia. I think Olivia's a little too slow. We almost got to whip back our Emrakul, man. Why didn't our opponent let us have our fun? Opponent! So, this hand is an interesting one. This Darksteel Citadel coming back to bite us a little bit here. Yeah, we gotta go back. We can only cast one spell in our hand. Going to 5 here. That card to the bottom. I mean, at least we have an answer to their first creature. Goblin God. What's our first hit? Liliana, the Last Hope. Well, that one kind of sucks. Bloodstained Mire and pass. Trigger on the stack. Go get a Blood Crypt here. I don't really want to shock myself, but kind of got to. Brain Maggot on top. Tarfire, kill your dude. Our opponent keep a one-lander. Oh, did you keep a one-lander to opponent? Did you keep a one-lander? No, you did not. Rats. Riftbolt. Smells like a Riftbolt. Yep. Smells like a Riftus Boldus. Alright, Faithless losing. Let's hit some lands here. Alright. I mean, Inversion and Liliana the Last Hope. Get that there swamp into play. Riftbolt's gonna smack us right in the face. Yes, it is. And oh my. Monastery, Swiftest of Spears. Alright, so am I supposed to play... Let's kill this here. I'm pretty sure... like 99% sure we're dead here. Oh my. Yeah, shock it in. They've got the two burn spells to just kill us. If we're dead, opponent, just kill us now. I've got a Murgoyf. I mean, could have killed us at any time here. Not really sure what you're playing around. Especially for only 1 mana. I'm getting rid of that Brain Maggot. Okay. Sure. What's your last card? Deflecting Palm. Alright. So there's a lot of things that just kill us here. Opponent going to kill us, opponent? You are. That's not nice. Maybe they'll redirect to Liliana. Yeah, didn't think so. Alright, so they brought in Deflecting Palm. Does that really change our game plan against them? I'm thinking I might want these Kolaghan's commands. And go down a Walking Ballista. And do Aimless Inversion here. We've got a lot of tools to beat burn. Yes. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I'm going to keep, but if we don't hit a second land, this hand could be a little rough. So what am I supposed to fetch here? Alright. So We're gonna fetch Blood Crypt, which could be wrong. This allows us to cast our Searing Blood, Searing Blaze, Riftbolt, Monastery, Swift Spear. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. So what card do we care about if they hit? If they hit lands? I mean, we're not doing a lot better over here, but at least... Alright, so... Inquisition them again. Take... Searing Blood, Searing Blaze, Searing Blaze... Guess it's who draws lands first. Oh, I finally drew a land. Suspend Riftbolt. Alright, so Tarmogoyf is currently... Alright, cast with 2 modes. Cast. It's discarding this Walking Ballista. Searing Blood, Searing Blaze, Searing Blaze. Guess we take the Blood here. Pass. Alright, so doo-ba-doo. We've got Bolt to the face, the big disgrace. Alright, well, play out my Goyf. Go ahead. This might be... Alright. Kill your dude. Grow my Goyf. Actually, I should have probably hit it with Nameless Inversion. That way, would have given us an additional... Uh-oh, Spaghettios. Alright. Continue attacking with Tarmogoyf here. Go to 6. Doo-ba-doo. One goes to 5. Probably fetches Basic Mountain here. They get a Helix? They did. That'll buy them... Well, almost might buy them a turn, but we know it will not here, so... So they've got... Searing Blood, Destructive Revelry. Just end this game. GG. Alright. That was a very fun experience. So, quick thoughts on the deck. I like some of the setup. I like a lot of what's going on here. The deck feels... Faithless Looting feels pretty impressive in the deck. I might have to give that a try in the regular version. Like the Grim Flares. I think, if anything, I would recommend to be like Shave, an Abrupt Decay, a Tarfire, a Nameless Inversion, and a Walking Ballista. and get some more nominal cards in here, like some Terminates, or maybe a Pulse in the main deck, and then like shave one of these Darksteel Citadels for the 4th Traverse. I mean, that way you're shaving on like some of the like enabling, like even maybe shave like a Brain Maggot or two, get some more Goyfs in here if you have access to them. Hello. Does yeah, it feels like there's something here. I just think maybe shaving like some of the, like shaving a Brain Maggot, shaving a Tarfire, shaving a Nameless Inversion, shaving a Walking Ballista. Just like shaving down cards and getting some more of the normal like Tarmogoyfs, Terminates, those kind of things in the deck might be something worth looking at. I don't know. I'd have to play with the deck more, but I'm definitely liking the Faithless lootings. Brain Maggot, in some regards, is better than Thoughtseize in some matchups. In other ones, it's worse, depending on your opponent's creature removal. Liliana split, I think 2 and 2 might be the right number, but 3 and 1 I can definitely understand. And this whip, just on the basis of having Game Against Burn, this whip is friggin' sweet. Sideboard I'd have to look at. You even said yourself in the email that the sideboard wasn't complete, so we'll take a look at this more, but I gotta be getting to bed here, got work in the morning, gonna upload this video along with the deck list so other people can see the deck list and comment, maybe help you out. But that's my thoughts on the deck so far. So it's great hanging out tonight. Hope to see some comments from Frederick and from other viewers on this list. List seems like there's something here. So I'll have to give it a try, see what happens. Alright, catch everyone later. Bye for now.